Caleb, this is Alex, this is Vicente and Henry, and today our topic is going to be the role that schools play in prevention and early intervention for addiction. We'll be looking at why this issue matters, some possible solutions, and how to improve current programs using professional opinions. Due to the growing issue of addiction in adolescents, the role of schools in these issues is being questioned. Despite opposing opinions individuals may share, most can agree that addiction is a major issue and needs to be combated. Because schools have the best chance of reaching someone early, they have influence and may be able to stop addiction in adolescence before it even starts. If interventions are successful, they benefit the community and help create a healthier environment for everybody. A quote we found was, in 2023, 10.9% of 8th graders, 19.8% of 10th graders, and 31.2% of 12th graders reported using any illicit drug in the past year. That's from National Institute on Drug Abuse. These statistics demonstrate that the percentage of drug users continues to grow as students age. This calls for prevention programs that educate and intervene early so that addiction does not progress through adulthood. Additionally, these numbers demonstrate that addiction will continue to be a struggle after high school for many people. So it's important that families and communities give support and resources for even people who have finished school. For this graph, it measures the percentage of high school students who have ever used illicit drugs. And as you can see, in 2007, the percentage was 22.6%. And all the way to 2017, it decreased to 14%. As of today, it's gone down to 13%, which isn't as big of a decrease in those 10 years. So there's clearly still work to do. Why this issue is important. Protecting future generations is key to improving the future of our world and keeping our communities safe. The legacy of future generations is super important because we're giving them our ideas and they're carrying it forward. Not only that, one generation's health has the ability to translate to the next, so it's important to stay healthy. If we use drugs, it's way harder to stay healthy, so we have to stay away from them in order to preserve future generations. Finally, keeping communities safe and secure can help foster safe learning environments and allow younger generations to grow into productive members of society.
Solution 1, government funding of school programs. According to Drug Abuse Weekly, there has been uncertainty with Congress regarding a bill of millions of dollars. If programs are so successful in schools, the question remains, why? Community learning is an example of an academic program which promotes social networking and skills. It has stronger results than most other programs. Dr. Anvers of the Trimbos Institute of the Netherlands believes that individuality is a better priority to maintain as it connects with adolescents better. She also suggests that there should be an adaptation process to develop better methods. Mark Reisen, who is an associate professor at the University of Washington, states that it has had conducted a study that compared the results of adolescents in regular programs compared to community learning, and overall, school programs are great. So the only problem with them is whether what program provides better results, and that's why there's so much skepticism.
Solution 2, focusing on personality-based interventions in schools. So the first trial. So one of the first experiments done on personality-focused prevention programs on adolescent substance use disorder came out actually this year. The study showed that for the first time that personality-targeted interventions might protect against longer-term development of SUD. Preventure. So the name for this program was, well, Preventure. It was located in Canada, and like I said earlier, it was focused on reducing substance use disorders. The chart next to it shows like their path of like cognitive, like picking out who was going to do the experiment and who couldn't. Like up there, they had a quality control. They had to get rid of a couple of subjects that just either didn't want to participate or weren't good candidates. They conducted a study for over 5 years with randomized trials, including 31 high schools. These schools were then randomly selected to implement the Preventure program or to serve as a control experiment. The control group, at the end of the 5 years, had a steep annual growth in SUD rate of 3.97, and the intervention group had a growth rate of 0.66, indicating a 35% lower annual increase in SUD risk. IA prevention. So IA stands for internet addiction. So the last study focused on reducing drug abuse or like drug use in kids. And another form of intervention that we could focus on or put this to use is internet addiction. There are some common personality traits that coincide with this, which are impulsivity, sensation seeking, anxiety sensitivity, and hopelessness / having a negative mood.
Solution 2, which was to focus on personality-based interventions in schools, has, after research, proved to be the more effective option when it comes to adolescent substance abuse interventions in schools. This is because, as stated by Dr. Favini of the Wiley Online Library, these findings, referring to the results, showed a significant decrease in addictions because of the short-term efficacy of the project, emphasizing the usefulness of promoting youth's self-regulative beliefs to contrast problematic tendencies. This is better than Solution 1. The Solution 1, which is to find school programs with the government, can prove to be unrealistic. This is because the solution itself is and requires government funding, which can be extremely difficult to come across. Government funding, which would require the school to identify and adopt a system with proven efficacy, have a budget which is likely to be strict or complex, and the program would need to align to state and federal standards. The problem with this is that, as stated by Abdul Qadri, in the Society for the Study of Addiction, a major challenge in combating harmful substance use among youth is the lack of accessible evidence-based substance use treatment services. Schools would also need to accommodate for staffing, training, data collection, monitoring, and partnership with outside businesses, etc. Along with this solution relies on the student to be cooperative, which may not always be with a within-reach idea due to the nature of the student and why they're there in the first place. Once these problems arise, students suffer the risk of not getting the correct assistance, which could cause moral/ethical problems to arise. Therefore, in order to best serve our society and its children, we must implement Solution 2, personality construction, over Solution 1, government funding. This is our work cited.